All right, 6 years ago, our next guest accurately predicted the spike in unemployment, the wave of foreclosures in the housing market, and some of the bankruptcies that rocked Wall Street. So, what does he see ahead in his crystal ball for both the U.S. and global economies? Addison Wiggin is the author of Financial Reckoning Day: Fallout, Surviving Today's Global Depression. With an uplifting, heartwarming title like that, Addison, give us your, listen, you're one of the few out there that put it in print. Right, so you're not just going back and saying, I called it. You called it in print. It is verifiable. So look into your crystal ball. Where are we going now?
Well, first of all, it's very important to admit that we don't have a crystal ball. These are projections that we make to help try to get our readers through what we expect to be pretty difficult times. They're trying to manage their own money, and you know, the headwinds against the U.S. economy are not too, they're pretty stiff right now, and they're not too heartwarming for individual investors. When we published the book in 2003, we were looking at the government's response, you know, the Federal Reserve's response and stimulus spending to the tech wreck on Wall Street and the recession, what we now call the recession that wasn't. We expected the bubble in the stock market to mutate into a housing and consumption bubble because people would misread an era of low interest rates and begin to buy up mortgages. And it would lead to what we expected to be a balance sheet recession among banks who would extend credit further into risky markets than
that happened. And now we're paying, we're paying the price. Wall Street's paying the price. American consumers are paying the price. Real estate's paying the price. The government is paying the price through higher deficits. So what's going to be the next few years then? What's going to be the theme? If you write a book now about 5 years from now, what will the theme be?
Well, we did just update. That's the book that is out in the bookstores now.
Financial Reckoning Day: Fallout.
Projection. Yes, we updated the projections we made in 2003, and we're looking. We call the panic of 2008 a crisis. And back in 2003, when we were looking at it, we thought that if the savings rate were to spike to 2 or 3%, that it would cause the deepest recession the country has seen since World War II. That, in fact, happened. Now we're looking at savings rates of 4, 5, and 6%. If the unemployment rate, as we've been talking about all morning on your program, if the unemployment continues to rise, and we expect it to go, the official rate to go to 12 or 15% before this is over, and if you take your previous guest's projection, that could go up to 30%.
Yeah, Leo Henry saying double the official number because of the underemployment out there. People that want to have a full-time job are working, but they probably took a huge pay cut in a part-time position.
Right, and then we're looking at 1930s level of unemployment, and you can expect the savings rate to spike even higher and retail spending to go down. And we don't have anything in the economy right now to replace that. We keep looking for green shoots, things, signs of encouragement that the economy is going to get back on track. That's the buzzword that we've heard for 18 months now, but the economy was not on the right track in the first place because people were spending more than they were taking in and speculating on paper assets, and that's not really that's not a recipe for a prosperous society.
And again, well said, and I'll leave it on that. Addison Wiggin, author of the new book, Financial Reckoning Day: Fallout, the updated edition with some new expectations. Addison, it was a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, well, with a little bit of what we just talked about here, all the financial pain, there's a lot of